All right, everybody, welcome to the show. We're back. We're live. We're ready to. We're large. We're in charge. I'm ready to roll. How you guys doing tonight? Hope you guys are doing good. Trying to get more people on the chat. Chatting it up. One moment, folks. Sorry about that. Oh. Get a couple things squared away. I'm a little tired, but I definitely want to do this. So we're going to talk about the California bill to find platforms for amplifying, I guess you could say, for amplifying like extremist, violent material and stuff like that. It's going to be interesting. I don't know really what to think about it. I'm researching it a little bit more. I'm a big fan of, content should be readily available to the public, even if some of it's, questionable, unfortunately. When I saw the Charlie Kirk video where he got shot, I was haunted, man. That was haunting. That was beyond messed up, brothers. Give me 1 second, everybody. Just trying to get the good old chat set up here. All right, let's roll. So we're talking about the California bill to find platforms for amplifying violent or extreme content or extremist content. So what is this in plain English? I guess we could say, so it's SB 771. Senator Henry Stern would let people in California sue large social media platforms that social media platforms that have at least over $100 million in annual revenue when the platform's algorithms relay, like recommend, rank, serve content that contributes to violations of California's civil rights laws. For example, threats, intimidation, or coercion targeting of protected groups. It passed the legislature and is on Gavin Newsom's desk. He has until October 13th to sign or veto. If signed, it takes effect January 1st, 2027. So that's a ways away. What counts is violent extremist content here, though. The bill doesn't create a new speech category. Instead, it hooks into existing laws. Notably, the Ralph Civil Rights Code, 51.7, and the Bain Act, which is 52.1. I don't know what any of those are, and related provisions, which already prohibit violence, threats, or intimidation because of someone's protected characteristics or to interfere with their rights. The platform can be liable if its algorithmic systems aid, abet, conspire in, or act as a joint FISOR in these violations, merely hosting or showing unpopular or extremist ideas isn't targeted unless it crosses these legal lines. Who is covered? Social media platform as defined in state law with over $100 million in yearly gross revenue. Smaller forums aren't in the scope. What Amplify means in the bill. So the text treats algorithmic delivery recommendation as the platform's own act, separate from the user's speech, and presumes the platform knows how its own algorithms work, so it can't claim ignorance of their efforts. Penalties are like civil per violation would be up to $1 million for intentional, knowing, willful violations, up to $500,000 for reckless violations. This sounds like a money grab. Here's the thing about California, man. They're always looking for ways to either sue somebody or make somebody's life miserable. This just sounds kind of dumb. I don't know. I think this sounds a little ridiculous. If you ask me, it sounds very sensitive. Too sensitive. What do you guys think, though? You guys think it's a little insane? But that's the info on it. We'll go over a little more info. It's also doubled if the harmed person is a minor. There are civil penalties payable to the prevailing plaintiff and are in addition to any other remedies under the underlying civil rights laws. Operative on January 1st, 2027. Who could bring a case? It creates a private right of action. An affected person can sue, and if they win, the court can impose the penalties above. This is confirmed in the enrolled text describing liability to a prevailing plaintiff. Now, why supporters say it's needed. Proponents argue that the algorithmic feeds can supercharge targeted threats and intimidation against vulnerable groups, and that traditional damages aren't enough to change behavior at massive platforms. They stress it targets platform conduct, algorithmic amplification tied to illegal threats, harassment, not ordinary speech. Why opponents say it's risky. Industry groups and some civil liberties orgs warn it will chill lawful speech because platforms may over-remove to avoid lawsuits, conflict with the First Amendment, platforms' editorial discretion, run into federal immunity, Section 230 for third-party content. Legislative analyses acknowledge these are open constitutional questions and expect litigation. Recent Supreme Court guidance in Moody versus Net Choice emphasized platforms' First Amendment protection for content moderation / curation decisions, which opponents say cuts against laws like SB 771. Supporters counter that algorithmic amplification can be treated as the platform's own conduct in at least some context, except court challenges if it's signed. Interesting. This is interesting. Legislative knowledge that this is open constitutional questions. Okay. So here is some concrete examples on how this could apply. I'm not too sure how down I am for this, though. I think it's just opens the doorway to censoring people, and I'm not a fan of censorship at all. Could this be the... here's the thing. My theory is, could this be the result? I don't know how long this has been around, but is this going to get passed because of what happened to Mr. Kirk, Mr. Charlie Kirk? And I love Charlie, by the way. I think he's an incredible dude, an incredible human being. But is it possible that Charlie is that this could get signed by Gavin Newsom because he loved Charlie Kirk. Like he thought the world of Charlie. I'm not a fan of Gavin Newsom, but you know, I think even he has some semblance of a soul. Like I said, not a fan of Mr. Newsom. Sorry, I'm a little tired. But at the same time, I just think that this does open a doorway. But here's the thing. So, likely in scope, a platform's For You feed algorithm pushes a post that threatens violence at a synagogue to users likely to be targeted. And the post leads to threats, intimidation covered by the Ralph Bain Acts, potential liability if the platform systems contribute to that violation. So that's interesting. Likely not in the scope, though, is a new clip showing a violent event or expressing a radical but non-threatening ideology. Here's the thing. It says no threats of intimidation under the site. I think you can have... I think you should still be able to have radical ideology on platforms. I'm not a fan of most radical ideology. I don't have any real radical ideologies. But I do believe that people should have the right to be able to express their radical ideologies, even if it's ridiculous. I'm really pro freedom of speech at the end of the day. I think Mr. Charlie Kirk would probably I would like to believe he would feel the same way about this. But yeah, could this be passed because of what happened to Charlie? That's the question. What do you guys think? Do you guys think that the death of Charlie could amplify this? It's a real thought, man. Oh man. But yeah, I think what happened with Charlie, this could amplify this to actually get passed. I don't know if it will. It's all a theory. We still don't know because they're saying it's sitting on his desk. Is he still? I think the thing is he still deciding on this? So here's what it means for creators and users, like for my YouTube lives, for example. So platforms may tighten recommendation policies around anything that could be argued as targeted threats of slash intimidation, especially if minors could be affected. Creators who cover heated topics may see stricter distribution rules, more context screens, or reduced reach on borderline content. But ordinary political commentary that doesn't make threats shouldn't be targeted by the statute itself. Luckily, on this channel, we don't make any threats. We do have some interesting thoughts on what's going on in the world, but we're not fans of what's going on in the world. So I do think it's important that people still have the ability to remain critical on social platforms like YouTube, like what I do, because I am critical of what is going on in society, and I think that needs to be considered. I hope you all are enjoying the show, though. We're trying to get a little more likes on the stream, so more likes, the better. Thank you for any likes you guys give. In other news, this is just one of the big news stories I think that needs to be covered. I haven't seen a lot of coverage on this. So I think and maybe I'm wrong. Maybe people are getting more coverage than I realized, but I think this is something that needed to be talked about. But in other news, TikTok is in limbo. There's a divestment deal that may keep the algorithm. The hook is here's the hook here. If the algorithm stays, did the ban really change anything? That's the question. I don't know. And then the Fed, of course, cut the 25 basis points. Did Powell blink too late? Soft landing or recession bait, you know what I mean? So I don't know. I admit, I do not envy the position that Jerome Powell is in. It's a tough one, man. It's a tough one. Um, no. All right, people. Let's make this fun. Give me one moment, folks. Sorry about the delay. Still trying to get things kind of squared away. I'm just surprised at all the hate, the Charlie Kirk hate, man. I don't understand this. Why you guys hating on my boy, dude? Give me a second, folks. Gotta check a couple things. Hmm. Give me a few moments, folks. Sorry about that. I'm pulling up the stream real quick. Yeah, here we go. Sorry for the delay, guys, but yeah, thank you for the likes. Everybody's been liking the stream. It's very, very much appreciated, more than you realize. We're trying to reach a bit of a super chat goal tonight, but trying to see if we can get to 500. I don't know. Yeah, I'm a big fan of look, look, I don't like online bullying, but honestly, I've gotten a lot of bullying from a lot of people in the chat. So it's crazy. I mean, look, I think bullying is going to happen online one way or another. And I think that instead of trying to ban cyberbullying, because if you look at my chat, I get bullied all the time. People call me fatso, blah, blah, blah. They say all sorts of mean and nasty things. But at the same time, I got a pretty thick skin to it. So I'm okay with these people coming in and saying these terrible things to me, because at the end of the day, they do have the right to express themselves, even if they're disgusting human beings. And at the end of the day, words are just words. So I think that matters. What do you guys think, though? Give me 1 second, folks. Yeah. Hey, make sure you guys double tap the screen to like the video. By the way, if you double tap the screen, you like the video, it really does help the channel out more than you realize. So we're trying to expand the channel's reach to infinity and beyond. So the more likes we get, the better. So I appreciate any likes you guys give. It really pushes us to the top. I appreciate it, big dogs. Thank you. We got a lot of likes in a short amount of time, though. I'm loving this. Big shout out to the haters. The haters, I guess, keep the channel going. But what do you guys think about the bill? Do you think it might be more related to Mr. Kirk? I mean, like, I think the bill's been on the table for a while, it sounds like. But California pushes so many ridiculous bills about, like, and they're like really, like, I hate to say it, they kind of feel like woke bills, That just like, we got to protect everybody sort of thing. It's like, I don't know. I don't think most people need like a ton of protection from speech. Look, the truth is, we live in a world of freedom of speech, and look, if people are harassing you, I don't necessarily know. Like, I don't understand. Like, it's a different story. But I really think the platforms should not be punished. I think it's a real attack on freedom of speech, freedom of expression. So I don't know how I feel about this bill, man. It doesn't sit right with me. Hopefully Gavin dismisses it. He may not, though. Like I said, I'm just not a fan of it. I love giving my take on controversial subjects, especially like with what's happened with Charlie Kirk and, where's the MAGA movement going to go? I never saw the MAGA movement as a bad thing. The whole goal legitimately was to make America great again, a little safer, better economy. I felt like we were on the wrong track when we had Joe Biden. I really believe that. I felt like we were on the wrong track. And I do still believe that Trump is the right direction we need. Trump is the way to go, man. So that's my take on it, at least. I love tacos, by the way. Tacos are the best. I'm obsessed. Yeah, I do work. I mean, I do DoorDash on the side. I do delivery driving. I had a bit of a tiff today, actually. Like I said, I tripped over my own feet for the first time ever, which was crazy. Not first time,
Laugh out loud.
A long time. Oh, we got a $2 super chat, and I think I heard a laugh out loud. Make sure you guys like the stream, though. The more likes we have, the better. I'm trying to up the like count here.
Damn, very sexy.
We got a new subscriber. Heck yeah, dude. Thank you for the girl anime freak. I appreciate your subscription. Really
Laugh
appreciate
out
it.
loud.
Is it doubling? Laugh out loud. Let's see.
Laugh out loud.
Okay, so I'm going to read the super chat real quick. I really appreciate it big time, brother. Let's see.
Damn, very sexy.
Okay, let's put a pause.
Damn, very sexy.
Now, Kemoy Chapman is saying freedom of speech does not equal freedom from repercussions. True. I mean, it's like if you're getting harassed, that's a different story. That's not good at all. So, but I get it. I see where you're coming from, brother. I'm going to keep that super chat on the screen. Thank you, Kemoy Chapman. Make sure you guys subscribe to my boy. Really cool dude. He's been funding the operation, basically. He's one of the funding fathers. He's one of the daddies. The zaddies of the show is Kemoy Chapman. I appreciate it, big dog. Thank you. Really keeping the channel going, man. But yeah, if anybody's got any questions, super chats are answered first. So we did. So Kemoy, I don't know. I think that it depends on what you're doing. Like if you threaten using speech, that's a different story. If a direct threat, that's true. You could see that. See that a lot. But I appreciate that super chat, brother. Thank you. Keeping this show alive. Keeping the show going, man. Appreciate it big time, dog. Yeah, guys, make sure you guys double tap the screen to like the stream. Tap the dollar to send a super chat. I'll highlight your message on the screen and then I'll read it aloud. But I appreciate the likes, you guys really do. Overall, with the whole bill, I think one thing I've noticed is we're getting to the point where we're becoming too sensitive as a society. We're passing too many laws. One of the indicators of the downfall of any society is when too many laws get passed or when they start getting a little too friendly with signing laws. Too many, you know. That's a thing. It's a thing, man. But yeah, I got my history degree from studying the Roman Empire. Honestly, you can learn everything you need to know about how a civilization can crumble just by studying the Roman Empire. Seriously, study the Roman Empire. You can figure out. Just read history in general of the different civilizations that have existed. And you'll see why societies crumbled. In a lot of ways, the Roman Empire crumbled because it got too complacent, too lazy. I see a lot of correlations between America and the Roman Empire. And if you don't see those correlations, you know, it's fine and dandy, but they're there. But thank you guys for all the likes. We got 9 likes already. That's very quick. You guys are really appreciate you guys double tapping that screen though. Really appreciate it, big dogs. Thank you. We're kind of trying to answer as many super chats as possible. We only got about 15 minutes. So more super chats, the better. But we do have my boy, Kemoy Chapman, saying things you say might not land you in jail, but your employer can decide to terminate you based on what you said in public. Sure. Yeah, absolutely. That's real. That's true. And that could be one of the reasons why my employer decided to fire me. It was not because of the whole Charlie Kirk thing or anything, but because I was pretty open about my love of the Make America Great Again movement. Straight up. I think if you're too tolerant, here's the thing. I think if you're tolerant to BS, you have to stand up to BS. You have to stand up to crap, you know? And if a society doesn't do that, man, it's just like, where are we going? I can admit that sometimes that too much tolerance, I think, can be a bad thing. It can be more of a detriment than people realize. Because if you start tolerating bad things and thinking that they're okay, we got a bit of a problem there. Now, another factor is could this bill be created to encourage more censorship? I think my main fear about this bill is the possibility of unnecessary censorship. Because I think that the more you censor material, the worse things get. So when you start putting out crappy laws like this, and I do find that this seems to be, the more I read into it, it seems pretty crappy to me. And it's another one of those things that I wouldn't be surprised if Gavin Newsom actually passed it through. It wouldn't shock me in the slightest if he did. Definitely seems like something he would do, though. Yeah. Well, here's the thing. I mean, in my case, I never admitted when I was working for T-Tech that I worked for them. Never in my live streams did I ever do that. That was a big thing. But yeah, T-Tech is, now that I'm not working for T-Tech, I can basically talk about my terrible experience there. It was pretty bad. Like, I'm not going to sugarcoat it, candy coat it, or anything, man. It was rough. It was rough. But I definitely tried to make it work. Ultimately, it didn't. Things happen, sadly. But I'm glad I'm out of that situation. I mean, it was a bad company, man. And like I said, I had never admitted, even on my YouTube channel, that I worked for T-Tech until recently. Because the reason I was able to say it, obviously, is they fired me. And I think it was because, I don't know if it was because I was Mexican, because I am Mexican. I do feel like there was a level of discrimination that happened at my former employer. I don't know what it was, whether it was my religious beliefs, my political beliefs, whether it was because I was Latino, part Latino, I should say, because my last name is Garza. I am Latino, whether people like to admit that or not. It was a blessing, for sure. Ultimately, here's the thing. I've been a little bit of a nervous wreck. And earlier, I tripped on my own feet while doing a delivery. And I'm embarrassed to admit that. Because normally I should have a little more stability when I'm walking. But I guess I didn't. And it just... I don't know. It was the weirdest thing in the world. Luckily, my phone's okay. I mean, I can repair pretty easily because I'm naturally just one of those guys that... Hold on. Let me see here. I want to look at the screen a little bit. Was there any scratches on this? It's pretty scratch resistant too, so the only way to tell if there's any real scratches, I guess, is I could kind of clean the lens. Let's see, do I have any cleaning wipes? I gotta look at some documents real quick. Hold on. Looking at these primary documents. Sorry about that, you guys. I'm reading a paper real quick. My apologies. Make sure you guys, if you can, double tap the screen to like the video. I appreciate it, big dogs. really helps us out. We're trying to spread our wings and fly away as best as we can. All right. Sorry about that, folks. To read a couple things. But yeah, no, I'm happy that I get to do this and do this show. It's pretty fun. It's honestly pretty enjoyable. Yeah, probably gonna be streaming most of the day tomorrow, then the day after tomorrow, that sort of thing. So I'm still trying to get to that $500 marker for the super chats, and the closer we get to it, the better, man. Trying to reach that $500 marker, baby. Woo! Can we do this? But yeah, and then in other news, it's like, let's see, the EU. So there's the EU versus big tech. Teams is on. Let's see. Yeah, is the EU? I guess you could ask: is the EU regulating big tech better, or just taxing U.S. winners? I don't even. Here's the thing, man. I think that if a country is posting up too many laws that make it difficult to do business, you kind of have to abandon that company, that country. Sorry, I think that needs to happen. Interesting. There's a headline that says abortion info moderation fights. Posts were removed even where legal. Interesting. So are AI mods nuking lawful health info? That's an interesting question. I don't know the answer to that. It's also the college sports money quake that's going on. There's the House versus NCAA settlement. It's revenue sharing. Student athletes, employees in all but name. There's also the GLP-1 boom versus crackdown. So compounding, like safety warnings, things like that. So is it kind of like miracle meds or the Wild Wild West? Like FDA is stepping in. That sort of thing. Hmm. So let's see. Looking into this a little further. So you guys think that bill's gonna pass, the California bill? Because I don't know if it will. At least I'm not sure. The more I think about it. Oh no, we got 2 minutes and 25 seconds until the super chat. We need 4 more super chats to complete the goal. So if we can get 4 super chats, we've completed the goal that we need to complete, which is a good thing. Heck yeah. All right, I'll be right back, you guys. Make sure you guys double tap the screen to like the video. The more likes we get, the better. It really does help out the channel and its growth. We greatly appreciate it. I'll see you guys in just a few seconds. One more moment, guys. Oh, I had to whiz. Appreciate you guys being so patient with me, though. It's just, I'll admit it. I'm having a tough time. I'm really depressed. Flat out. I gotta be truthful with you guys, man. It's just a lot of stuff going on in my life, and doing this show is a nice little escape from whatever I gotta do. It was, I don't even know. I'm trying to look at the bright side of things. On the bright side of things, I really am. It's been tough. I'll admit that. I'll be the first to admit it's been very tough to look on the bright side. Is that the job I liked for about 13 years, man. And suddenly, poof, I had some disagreements and some toughs, and I keep telling myself, when one door closes, another one opens. I don't know anymore. I'm glad I get to do DoorDash at least. Just if I fall over like that, it's just, what's the point? You know what I mean? It's just so frustrating. I'm ashamed. I couldn't even hold my balance. Like, I know people stumble on their feet sometimes and stuff and over their own feet, but it just never happens to me. And it was just weird that it did. Sorry. I want to apologize for being so silent right now. I'm having I had a mental breakdown when I got home today. I almost thought about checking myself into a psych ward today. I really did. Because maybe my dad was right. Maybe my dad's right about me. I don't think he is. I don't want to believe it. But man, me falling over on the sidewalk trying to do a delivery. It just broke it was like the last straw that broke the camel's back, man, because I've already been very emotional the last week. And I don't think anybody's I feel isolated, is what I'm trying to say. I feel extremely, extremely isolated, and it's not a good feeling, you guys. I'm angry. And I guess I feel levels of hurt and hate. And I don't want to feel these emotions anymore, man. Thank you, bud. It really, I don't know what's going on with me, man. All it took was me tripping over my own feet on the sidewalk. It's like something snapped in my brain. Luckily, it was all during a DoorDash delivery. I, completed the delivery, and the food and the drinks were actually okay. That was a surprising part. They're all in a delivery bag, so delivery bag is pretty cushiony. But I need to talk about this. Well, here's the thing. I think just talking about it is helping me. Just putting it out there in the ether, and I don't mean to use you guys as therapists by any means. I just want you to know if, as I really want to do the show to the best of my ability, I want it to be a funny show. Viva Crisco Ray says, God sends us humiliations to keep us humble. Being given acts of humiliation are a blessing, for sure. I appreciate that, man. Thank you. Thank you, guys. I really appreciate it big time. I'll try. I'll see what I can pull off. Tatted Up says, hey, bro, what up? Hey, what up, Tatted Up? Sorry, I was maybe expressing myself a little too much on here. I might have to just end the stream early because I feel too depressed to do it. I know that sounds ridiculous. Plus, I just feel exhausted. I didn't tat it up. I didn't mess up. Well, I did to a degree. I mean, I was able to deliver the food and the drink, and everything was fine. They were able to check the drinks to make sure nothing spilled or anything, but it was beyond. I felt ashamed because it's like, why couldn't I have tripped on my feet during a time, during when something less important happens, I got home, man, and I just had a mental breakdown. I started doing dishes and I started crying. And then I've been feeling really low lately, you guys, ever since I got fired. Very low. And I love doing this show. Every ounce of my being, I love doing YouTube. And I'm not stopping that by any means. I'm going to keep doing that and, keep doing the whole getting ad revenue thing and stuff like that and super chats and, what have you. But, it really depressed the crap out of me.
Very sexy.
Thank you for the subscription, by the way, man. I appreciate it, bud. You're right. Tomorrow is a new day, bud. I appreciate that. Thank you. My boy Ty Lord says no. Your boys got to come over again at some point. It would be fun to hang out. I won't be able to. Oh no, tatted up. I didn't talk bad about Charlie. I got fired for completely different reasons than that. I got fired about a week and not a week and a half. Yeah, about a week and a half ago, I think. Roughly a week and a half ago is when I got fired. Look, a part of me is relieved, but a part of me is scared. I'll admit it. Part of me is nervous, very nervous. I don't think I could really do the show tonight, you guys, as much as I want to. As much as I really want to do this show tonight.
Laugh out loud.
Thank you, Tatted Up. I appreciate that big time, dog. $10. Holy crap, man. Definitely gonna. You didn't need to do that, but I appreciate it, man. But Tatted Up, I thank you for the $10 super chat, brother. I'm gonna pump it up here. You're right, Iacarp. It's true. At the end of the day, it is just a job, and it's not the end of the world. I think what hurt is that I was there for 13 years. 13 years, and I was even to the time I got fired, I was still pumping up great statistics. I was doing a hell of a job too. And the more I try to replay it all in my mind, it just still doesn't add up. Thank you, Captain Buckeye. I appreciate it. I'll try my best. But Tatted Up, that means a lot. Thank you for the $10, man. I appreciate it. Obviously I'm going to keep the show going as much as I can. And look, mentally, I'm in a dark spot, mentally, but it's a weird one. I don't know what to say, man. I don't know what to say, and I just Aya Carp says, well, you got to pick up and move on to what's next. So I'm going to write some of this stuff down, man, because I think I need to remind myself of these things. And, it's funny. The things we think we know, but we just forget about these things. So pick up and move on to the next thing. To what is next. Get rest. I need to get rest. That's another thing I need to do, by the way. Sublime Centuria? Huh. Sublime Centuria. Huh. Thank you, Mr. Tatted Up. I don't know exactly what that means, but Sabline. Okay, Sabline. Okay. I'm trying to stay on for as long as I can, just in case you guys want me to talk about anything specific. I guess we can kind of end the show talking about just, it was funny. I felt like I was on top of the world today. And I think that was the most depressing part about what happened, you know? And maybe I needed to fall down on my feet. Maybe that was necessary. Maybe I didn't even realize I needed to fall flat on my ass. So when I followed, when I, well, I got fired for passionately, and I mean passionately. I passionately told them I thought they were wrong about a corrective action they gave me, and I wanted to dispute it. And I tried to dispute it with HR. There's other reasons, by the way. First off, I had problems with management almost from day one, almost. Like 2 months into working there, Brittany, my team lead, was just terrible. I didn't like the way she talked to me. Yeah, there's plenty of jobs out there, absolutely. I don't know why. I just am having so much trouble moving past the fact that I stumbled the way that I did. I tore up my knee. I'm still able to walk, by the way. Just so you guys know, I'm able to walk. I'm not like, I still have my faculties to me. But it just sucked. Yeah, November would be my 13-year anniversary with that company, correct? And that, it's kind of one of the big reasons why I'm taking this so hard, and one of the reasons why it's been so difficult for me. I legit just feel like crying right now. That's stupid, I know. But I've been doing a little more DoorDash, but when it just sucks because it sucked because I was gonna do more DoorDash after that delivery, and then I just tear up my knee, tear up the side of my arm. It just felt bad. I think it's an issue because I was treated so poorly by the management team that I was working with for the last year that I don't want to be managed by anybody again, ever. I would rather do DoorDash all day, and I'm honest when I say that. I would rather do DoorDash, and I would rather do this vertical live channel and be harassed by a bunch of randos on the internet, for sure. Michael Donaldson says you have good work history for your resume. 13 years is no joke. Absolutely, it's not. I also have certificates that I've accumulated, just like a Google IT certificate, stuff like that. So I'm like, at the end of the day, I'm not screwed. I can say that with the utmost confidence. I'm not screwed in any way. Yeah, and for the most part, I actually enjoy doing the job. Tatted Up says, well, you kind of have to and get your trust back. And yeah, here, it's going to take a bit of time. I think the thing is, I realize I just need time, is what it boils down to. Um, it, Having the time that I need, I think, will help, surprisingly. Um, but I am glad I'm not with that company anymore. I'm glad I'm not with T-Tech. It was pretty toxic. They're not a good company. Just want to put that out there. Yeah. And here's the thing. Like I said, I actually enjoy doing food delivery through DoorDash. I really do. Also, like I said, I enjoy doing YouTube. I'm going to be working a lot the next few days. I'm going to be working on this show, doing more shows for sure. I'm taking a chance here for sure. But yeah, doing this show is really taking a chance. I'll admit it, for sure. But I appreciate it, Mr. Donaldson. Thank you. Okay, guys. Tylord says, "Need your boy to pop over." I appreciate it, brother. I do. I really do. But I think I just need to go to bed. I do. I am going into WorkSource Oregon tomorrow. I have an appointment. I already filled out everything. In fact, they have my resume, and they're gonna. I'm actually trying to see if maybe I can get like some sort of IT job or something like that. Maybe part-time, full-time, or something. As much as I love doing DoorDash, I've got the certificates to back up certain types of fields. I've got the work experience doing customer service representative work over the phone. I haven't worked at JCPenney for 4 years. So I've got the experience doing phone work, in-person work, that sort of thing. Michael Donaldson says, "Get some rest. Tomorrow is another day." Yeah, dude. I appreciate it. Tatted Up says, "Want to go to the Rang and have some fun?" I appreciate it, you guys. I do appreciate. Thank you for the support, and also Tylord, I appreciate you as well, brother. Thank you. I don't know if I would be very good company. In fact, I feel guilty even doing a live video right now because I just don't feel good. And I think I just need to get some rest. Let's see what my boy is saying here. Heavenly Father, I ask for strength and forgiveness on this young man and everyone who has accepted Jesus as their Savior. Thank you, bud. I appreciate it. Really do. Oh, yeah. And here's the thing. I like the freedom of what I'm doing now. You know what I mean? Doing the DoorDash stuff. I get to write off all my miles. I don't really get taxed or anything. We'll see what happens. We'll see what the results of this all end up being. And Justin Poirier says, "I'll send you 20 if you truffle shuffle." I'll do a truffle shuffle. That's not a problem. Yeah, it probably made me feel better actually to be a bit of a court jester to everybody. As odd as that sounds, I do like dancing in front of the camera. So hey, if you wanted to send me $20 in super chats right now, Justin Poirier, to do the truffle shuffle, I'm not opposed. I've done more shameful stuff for less. I don't know. I'm just kidding. Yeah, man. Guess I'll try. I'll try, man. I'm. Oh, let me see. You know, I could think of a good song right now. Actually, it's maybe I think maybe singing will take my mind off of how bad I'm feeling right now. Let me see if I can do this one. That's a good one, man. I appreciate that big time. Thank you, Michael Donaldson. Absolutely. I gotta believe I'm where I need to be. So I will sing a song though, because Tatted Up does want me to sing. Here, standing in the rain, the sun has gone again, and nothing's gonna change. Time, I need a little time as you slip out of sight, and nothing heals the pain. And I know that it's you that's stopping me from falling, crashing down, losing ground, till I see you again.
Laugh
And
out
you
loud.
know the sun will shine and we will see there's nothing standing in our way, and love will stand and never break. I never thought this could be me. Do you feel what I feel every time that you are near? It's a beautiful world, a beautiful world. Words are hard to keep inside, even though I tried. Impossible to hide. And you know that it's me, stopping you from falling, crashing down, losing ground, till I see you again. And you know the sun will shine, we will see there's nothing standing in our way. Love will stand and never break. I never thought this could be me. That feels good to sing though, man. Sorry, let me read the chats real quick. So thank you, Tatted Up, for the $10. It is fun to sing for money. I'm not gonna lie. That's pretty good. Rebecca Dwight says, "Good singing." Thank you, Rebecca. I appreciate it. My boy Ty Lord says, "Do you need your boy to pop over?" As much as I'd appreciate it, brother, I think, like I said, I don't even know why I'm doing a live video. I need to get rest. I got an appointment with WorkSource Oregon. I'm trying to make sure that I get unemployment at least. You know, the unemployment benefits of and I'm trying to sign up for the SEA program, which self-employment program, and this is a form of self-employment, this YouTube channel. So I am trying to grow the channel legitimately, and it matters. At least it matters to me on this one. But man, I appreciate the positive words of wisdom from everybody. Maybe there's a lounge singer position available. Yeah. All right, I'll do. You know, Tatted Up, since you were nice enough to give me that amount of money, man. Let me see here. Let's see. let me I want to make sure Tatted Up gets 'cause Tatted Up's been really cool. Thank you for the $10 super chat, brother. I appreciate it. This will probably be the last song of the night. But no, I do want to thank my boy Tylord, man. Thank you for. I know you're probably concerned. I'm depressed. Don't get me wrong. I'm very depressed, but honestly, the words of wisdom in the chat are helping, and they're making sense to me. So yeah, I mean, I got fired, so it's one of those things. So they fired me wrongfully, and I even let them know that in the claim. Anyway, so Voodoo by Godsmack. Let's see if I can pull this off. So I'm not the I'm not the one who's so far away when I feel the snake bite enter my veins. Never did I wanna be here again, and I don't remember why I came. Candles rise by desire. Why am I so far away? No more meaning to my life. No more reason to stay. Freezing, feeling, breathing, breathing. I'm coming back. Well, again, I'm not the one who's so far away. When I feel the snake bite enter my veins, never did I wanna be here again, and I don't remember why I came. Woo. Oh man, thank you though. Thank you, Tatted Up. I figure I'd give you a little Voodoo Godsmack, man. Hell yeah. And then I don't remember why I came. It's been a long road, getting from there to here. It's been a long time, but my time is finally here. And I could feel the change in the wind right now. Nothing's in my way, and they're not gonna hold me down no more. Sing it, everybody, wherever you may be. We're singing a little Faith of the Heart. 'Cause I've got faith of the heart, I'm going where my heart will take me. I've got faith to believe that I can do anything. I've got strength of the soul, and no one's gonna bend or break me. I can reach any star. Well, I've got faith. I've got faith. The faith of the heart. Well, okay. I will admit, surprisingly, singing is making me feel better. So, probably not making you guys feel any better, and for that, I want to apologize. But no, you guys have been, to be honest, very incredible. The words of encouragement mean a lot. Seriously. Beyond more than you could even realize. Because I was feeling pretty down in the dumps, but I was getting a lot of good information from a lot of people. Tylord, I appreciate your concern, brother. Trust me when I say this. I am doing better. Today just wasn't my day. I got to admit that. Sometimes, as the old saying goes, some days you'll get the bear, and other days the bear's going to get you. I did the best I could. I still pushed through. I did everything I needed to do for sure. I need to be proud of myself. I must be proud of myself. I'll sing maybe one more song. I think I'll sing one more song. I don't know. Let's see here. But that's a good pick, man. Good pick, my man. I appreciate it. Sing Barbie Girl. All right. Hiya, Barbie. Hi, Ken. You want to go for a ride? Sure, Ken. Jump in. I'm a Barbie girl in the Barbie world. Life in plastic. It's fantastic. You can brush my hair, undress me everywhere. Imagination, life is your creation. Come on, Barbie, let's go party. I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world. Life in plastic. It's fantastic. You can brush my hair, undress me everywhere. Imagination, life is your creation. I'm a blonde bimbo girl in the fantasy world. Dress me up, make it tight, I'm your dolly. You're my doll, rock and roll, feel the glamour and pain. Kiss me here, touch me there, hanky panky. You can touch, you can play. If you say, if you say, I'm always yours. Ooh, oh man, I'm a Barbie girl in the Barbie world. Life in plastic. It's fantastic. You could brush my hair, undress me everywhere. Imagination, life is your creation. Come on, Barbie, let's go party.
Laugh out loud.
Yeah. Come on, Barbie, let's go party. Ooh, ooh. Come on, Barbie, let's go party. Yeah. Come on, Barbie, let's go party. Ooh, ooh. Make me walk, make me talk, do whatever you please. I can act like a star. I can beg on my knees. Come jump in, bimbo friend, let us do it again. Hit the town, fool around, let's go party. You can touch, you can play. If you say, I'm always yours. You can touch, you can play. If you say, I'm always yours. Oh, man. One moment. You are the man. Barbie girl is making me feel a lot better. Don't feel so serious. Thank you, brother. Thank you, Mr. Donaldson. Appreciate the $5 super chat, my brother, my brony brother. So I appreciate that, big dog. $5 super chat from my boy. Yeah, it was. But I'm gonna keep this going. Let's see. I think we already pretty much covered it. Let's see. Let's see. Hold on, did I go through all this? Oh no. Yeah, I think we went through all of it. Let's see. Yeah, we did some Barbie Girl, man. Feels good. It's a good song. We could do Gay Bar. It's a good song. Girl, I want to take you to a gay bar. I want to take you to a gay bar. I want to take you to a gay bar, gay bar, gay bar. Let's start a war. Start a nuclear war. At the gay bar, gay bar, gay bar. Wow! At the gay bar. Now tell me, do you have any money? I want to spend all your money. At the gay bar, gay bar, gay bar. Down, 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 down. I've got something to put in you. I've got something to put in you. I've got something to put in you. At the gay bar, gay bar, gay bar. I feel like I'm doing very terrible karaoke right now, and honestly, it's awesome. Let's see. Green Day, I was all by myself. I don't know how much I could sing tonight, man. I appreciate you guys, though. I really do. That's just the amount of kindness right now. And I appreciate it, you guys. I think the best thing I can do at the moment is tomorrow is a new day. Tomorrow is an opportunity. I don't intend to miss it. And if there's one lesson I learned from today that now, if there's one lesson I learned from today that I need to lighten up. If anything, I need to lighten up. I'll message Tyler though real quick. Just let him know that I appreciate you, brother. Thank you, my brony brother. I'm doing a little bit better now. Hell, quite a bit better. Honestly, though, I felt like I hit rock bottom today, but honestly, sometimes it could be a foundation, and I feel better now that I got to sing some songs at least to a bunch of random people in chat and everybody around. So I feel like myself. Carl says, yes, you do. Life is too short, especially for me. I'm sorry about that, brother. I remember we were talking about this, man, and I'm just... Carl, curious, where are you located, brother? Like, are you located... Like, you don't have to give me any specifics, but... Like, you located in, like, I don't know... Like, California, East Coast... Like... Are you at least able to be around family at this moment, my man? Gotta let my boy Ty Lord know that I'm pretty tired. I am tired. I just feel exhausted. But I'll give you guys some freebies. Dad, the can is dug. Oh God. Oh no. Jeez. So I'm not. I gotta go to bed here in a little bit. I do have something I gotta do at Work Source Oregon tomorrow, and but I got some pretty good friends, man. To Antoine and Tyler, thank you, boys. But yeah, I was feeling pretty low, and I gotta realize that sometimes I'm just gonna have a crappy day, and I just gotta find a way to move past it. Sometimes you can't always hit the goal, and that's okay. You just gotta do your best, see what you could do, adapt, keep on rolling. So I appreciate your guys' wisdom in the chat, by the way. All right, let me see if I got one more song in me. I'm gonna have a good night, Mr. Donaldson. Later, bud. Cars by Gary Newman. I actually don't know that one. Surprisingly. Yeah, I don't know that one very well, brother. But it's all good. It's all good. I could feel better for sure, but I feel a lot better actually. I still feel a tinge of depression, but honestly, after talking with everybody in the chat, I feel a little better. I just had a weird day, and all it took was me falling over my own ass and then bloodying up myself. I just didn't think that would affect me that much, but it did. But it was humbling. I gotta work my ass off, though. That's the thing. I still gotta keep working. I still gotta keep trying. So, I choose to try. I'm gonna keep my best efforts going, man. My brother, tell us about it, brother. Yeah. Well, was doing a delivery, DoorDash delivery. I'm not going to try to recant it too much because it still depresses me to think about it. It's so stupid to be so upset about this, but I feel dumb being this upset about it. It's just with everything that's been going on, it just kind of hurt my soul a little bit, you know? I mean, just falling over my own feet. I can't remember the last time I tripped as an adult that badly to where I fell over. I mean, I know that happens to people. It sucked that it had to happen during a delivery, though. Luckily, everything ended up being fine. I ended up delivering everything. Everything was good, but it's just so stupid. It just felt dumb. It felt ridiculous. And yeah. True. William, we definitely fail, man. We definitely fail from time to time, but yeah. This shouldn't be tripping, man. So all the food was in a secure bag, but also that secure bag was also in a delivery bag. So luckily, nothing negative happened, which was the best part about it. But yeah, everything was, like I said, everything was in the bag. That was the most important thing. So delivery was still ultimately A-okay. Well, actually, this all happened on the sidewalk, and I admitted to them that I actually tripped. I did. They made sure that everything was still good in there. Like none of the drinks spilled, thank goodness. So everything was still good. Oh, I'll hear you, Carl. I'll hear you, Carl. But I should get some rest. Well, I guess. Well, sorry you tripped anyway, but yeah, I guess I just got to remember. Sometimes I'm gonna stumble. My life has been. It feels like my life has been a stumbling fest for the most part. Then again, you know, I've had a good run. I've had a good run of, you know, doing well. Maybe I might have a bad. I mean, I do have control over my destiny. That's why I have to, you know, if I keep doing these YouTube live, if I do these vertical YouTube videos and keep doing DoorDash, should allow me to make a good chunk of money. I've been deliberately cheap for sure. Uh, you know, going to the Dollar Tree and stuff like that. So just being as smart as I can about where I'm getting my food and stuff. And I'm not saying the Dollar Tree's healthy by any means, but you know, just still trying to play it smart. You know, ever since I got fired from my job, and I don't know, ever since I got fired from my job, I've had a weird feeling just in the pit of my stomach. I guess I can't explain it. Carl says I had a job and they canned me after 14 years of being 10 minutes late. 2 days later, I started driving taxi cab, made $2,000 a week back then. You got to remember, there's always fate. Yeah, I have to realize that this was a blessing. That what happened was a blessing. And I got to keep that in mind. All right, guys. Well, I want to say this. Genuine question. Are you like a felon? I'm not a felon, surprisingly. Less. Um, shockingly, I look like I might be. I don't know. Look like I might be, but oh man, that's a good question though. I appreciate the question. Um, yeah. Oh But yeah, thank you guys for talking me in the right direction at least. I think I needed that more than I realized. One more moment. Doing something kind of crazy though, you guys. I'm doing an experiment. OMG. Trying something real quick. Oh wait, that's nah. Let's lower that down a little bit. 200. Yeah. All right. Carl says, just remember health is more important than anything. Always get checked for anything. Absolutely, brother. William says, good night, man. Hope you have a better day tomorrow. And yes, keep it going, man. Also, I wanted to apologize for being an idiot the other night. You may not remember, but I do remember you a little bit. I do remember you were, I think, saying maybe some mean things. I can't quite recall all of it. I do usually kind of ignore anything too negative. I'm just kind of like brush it over my shoulder. So honestly, all's forgiven. I could care less. Like, I get it. Sometimes people get to the point where they just, I've been there. I've been a ball of hatred before. I've gone on a live chat, sadly enough, and been a ball of hatred. So I get it, brother. I get it. So, hey, no harm, no foul, brother. I get it. But yeah, just, things happen, bro. Things happen. All right, well, I'm pretty spent right now. I'm pretty tired. I just got to say thank you guys again for talking me out of feeling very crappy and letting me sing in front of you guys. That means a lot. I should get to bed. I think that'd be best. Well, is that a toupee? Thank you, Carl. Yeah, it looks like I got a toupee for sure. But I do also want to say thank you, by the way, just as sincere, because you guys actually took the time to give super chats. Anybody, I want to give a shout out to Kimoy. Thank you for the super chat, brother. Tatted Up, thank you for the $20 total. Michael Donaldson, thank you for the $5. Yeah, I sang in front of everybody. Sang about probably my mussy and my bussy too much, but you gotta do what you gotta do sometimes, Oh man, it's funny. No, you're good, brother. There's no negativity there. I just felt like crap earlier, and talking to you guys, it helped. Even if it's through chat, somehow that helped. Somehow just being able to be me in front of you guys. I appreciate it. Just being me in front of you guys. I appreciate it. But you guys have an incredible night. Rest well. And probably see you guys trying to think when I'll see you guys. Probably tomorrow. I think I'm going to be streaming all day tomorrow. I have to give my knee a little bit of time to heal up because it was a pretty rough fall. I'm not going to lie. When I fell, I felt like my knee, even right now, my knee's struggling a bit, but it definitely hurts. So I'm definitely going to give myself a day. And we'll see what Friday holds. Maybe I'll just keep doing streaming for the next 2 days and take it easy, and then maybe delivery driving over the weekend. You never know. You never know. Thank you all. I appreciate you every time. You guys are total rock stars from Mars. And see you guys out there. Later, everybody.